Keeping England's second city clean is Filth Inspector Brendan. Today he's been called to a public toilet that's been abandoned for 20 years and has turned into a super-sized risk to public health.
Apparently there's been pigeons in here for the last 20 years.
Pigeons. Surely a few flying rats can't cause that much damage.
Obviously while I'm in there today, I'll be doing a spray, a biocide spray, which will kill any bacteria.
The toilet is going to be knocked down, but the demolition crew can't go in because of the infection risk from this much guano.
Blooming heck. See now. This is bad. Whew.
Guano? Droppings? Feces? Or poo? Call it what you like. This is 20 years worth. It's 3 inches deep on the floor to 9 inches or more in the basins and toilets.
You see the birds in here? If you roost on the ledge, and again, the toilet, and you can see how much is filled up there. Little baby chicks just here. Obviously, you can smell they smell the stink in here, and obviously, it's coming through the mask. It's the smell of ammonia.
Poo is mixed with pigeon corpses and maggots, and is a real health hazard.
It's awful. It really is bad. It's quite soft on your feet to touch, and obviously, you can imagine it's at least 2 to 3 inches of pure pigeon mess here. Obviously over the years it's just built up and built up. This used to be a sink. This behind there is in a tap of some sort. It's just horrendous. The next job is now to do a biocide spray of all the pigeon faeces to kill any bacteria, pathogens.
The biocide spray will kill bugs in fresh droppings on the surface, giving at least some protection to the cleaning team.
This is probably the nice bit of the job, is just giving it a good spray before the guys come in, but I really don't envy them at all.
It's nasty and dangerous, and every trace of pigeon feces has to go.
At least a ton of pigeon mess in here, obviously 20 years worth, and the only trouble is now we've only got 2 days to do it.
60 miles away in Birmingham, a different sort of mess needs to be cleaned. Feral pigeons have been living in a public toilet for 20 years. Meets Dion and Hugo, boldly going where no human has been for far too long. Super-size problem. 1 ton of disease-carrying pigeon poo. Time to shift it 2 days.
Oh dear. Fantastic. I think the cleaner may have missed a few bits and pieces.
It's a bit dirty. It wouldn't be my choice of home.
And I don't think the hand dryer has been used for a while. And as for the running water, I think that stopped a long time ago. It's quite thick and baked on there. Maggots, wonderful creatures.
A skeleton, and it's obviously it's been dead some time.
Right, let's get this place spick and span.
Already they've found dead and dying pigeons and a lot of maggots. It's easily the worst pigeon problem they've ever seen.
Seeing it for the first time kind of hits you in the face. As you get older and wiser, nothing kind of surprises you anymore.
Talking of older and wiser.
Haven't got a crowbar, but the next best thing, a weighty leg. Ah, gotcha. Nice full apartment, lovely one. That's the old toilet roll. Picture the pigeons couldn't use it.
The worst dangers are invisible. Pigeon feces is nasty stuff, full of bugs, including salmonella, and carries diseases like pigeon fancier's lung. It can even cause blindness. And the poo's so acidic that it can strip paint and dissolve stonework. So you don't want to breathe it in.
Dust particles are a hazard, but obviously if you wear the protective clothing, yeah, you're okay.
The depth of guano in the toilet is a special problem. It might conceal dangers left behind by the human occupants.
Now I've got to get in there, clearing out the toilet bowl. Obviously, I don't just put my hands in there because I never know. It could be sharps, could be glass in there, anything that could cause an injury really.
Hugo and Dion have got used to handling the worst kind of waste every day. But their families aren't as keen.
What have you done today, Daddy? I tried to explain and the wife just says no, you don't want to know.
You'd have thought the smell would be a bit of a giveaway.
Stinks.
I've only been doing it for 3 years, but I've enjoyed every part of it. I enjoy the challenge. The filthier the better. Lovely stuff. There's nowhere free of guano anyway.
After a day scraping and digging, Dion and Hugo have removed over a ton of pigeon feces, the most they've ever seen. Shifting the bulk of the guano is just the first part of the job. The disease-ridden residue still poses a risk. Hugo and Dion will be back. At the pigeon-infested public toilet in Birmingham, Dion and Hugo are making sure the ex-residents can't move back in. For the next phase of their attack, they brought along 1/4 ton of water.
Just filling up the buckets now for the water and obviously give it a good scrub down.
Lovely, it comes off like a piece of cake. Not that I'd like to try it.
Obviously it's coming off quite well and back to the old surface.
Pigeon droppings are a worldwide problem. The Kings of Leon had to abandon a concert in St. Louis after pigeons pooed on several band members. And in 2007, a man died when an awning collapsed, weighed down by pigeon nests and excrement.
I like to get in there, get dirty, get the job done, and see the satisfaction on the customer's face. You'd almost eat your dinner off this now.
Dion and Hugo have removed 1.5 tons of pigeon guano, making this the worst pigeon problem they've ever seen. In just 2 days, they've removed every sign that the pigeons were ever there.
As you can see, the finished product, all cleared out, ready for the contractors. It's definitely cleaner than it was. Okay then, Hugo, time to pack up. Another job well done.
You said it, brother.
It's been a disgusting and hazardous job, but these two take it in their stride.
I'm just looking forward to a nice shower. I absolutely stink. On to the next. Messier the better.